Tapos na ang trabaho. It's math time! So, good afternoon sa mga estudyante natin dyan. Welcome back to our channel. Untitled GELOBEE is here again for another mathematics tutorial video. So, ang tagal ko rin hindi nakapag-post ng video dahil sa dami na rin ng gawain dito sa aming school. So, maraming schoolworks, maraming modules na kailangan gawin. So, ngayon lang tayo nagkaroon ng time para mag-record ng isa pang panibagong mathematics tutorial video. So, hindi ko na ito palalagpasin. So, sisimulan na natin ang panibagong math topic. So last time we tried to solve for the value of x in a quadratic equation using the method of factoring. So it means we are using the factoring tools para lang ma-solve natin ang value of the variable in a given quadratic equation. Pero paano kaya kung hindi siya factorable? Anong pwede natin gamitin? So para makapag-solve tayo ng hindi nagko-factor, gagamitin natin ang longest process at yung pinaka-inaaayawan ng pinamaraming student na method of solving of quadratic equation, which is completing the square. So, when we say quadratic equation, ang ginagawa natin, kung hindi siya factorable, gagawa tayo ng paraan para maging factorable siya, which is ang gagawin natin is gagawin nating perfect square ang isang given equation or yung isang quadratic equation. Bakit perfect square? Kasi from extracting the square root, makakapag-square lang tayo ng given number kung perfect square siya. 'Di ba? So siguro hindi pa natin nagigets kung anong ibig nating sabihin. So sisimulan na natin ang pagsosolve ng quadratic equation using the completing the square. Let's go! So, I have here a given equation given x squared plus 6x is equal to 0. So, alam ko na pwede natin siyang i-factor, pero ang gagawin natin ngayon, let us try to use the completing the square. So, paano ba natin mako-complete yung isang perfect square trinomial? So, ganito yan. So, yung titignan natin dito is yung coefficient ng x, which is 6. Diba? So, yung 6 na yan, ang gagawin natin is we will divide it by 2, then square it. Okay? So it means x squared plus 6x, then 6 divided by 2, that is 3, then 3 squared, that is 9. So it means mag-add tayo ng 9. Now, ganito yan, class. Kung nag-add ka sa left side ng equation, kailangan mong mag-add sa right side of the equation. So kung nag-plus 9 ka sa left, plus 9 ka rin dapat sa right. Ginagawa natin to para maging balance siya, or tinatawag din natin tong as addition property of equation. So now, si x squared merong square root. Si 9 meron ding square root. So it means, let us try to get its factor. Square root ni x squared, that is x. Square root ni 9, that is 3. Then raise it to the second power. Let's check. X times 3, 3x. Times 2, 6x. Di ba ganyan yung process of getting the factor of perfect square trinomial? Kung hindi pa gets, tignan ang description sa taas. Equals 0 plus 9, that is 9. So, x plus 3 squared equals 9. Take a look, may squared na tayong exponent. So, we can use the extracting the square root. So, square root natin both side. So, it means that is x plus 3 equals square root of 9. That is positive, negative 3. Tanda natin sa square root, we have two values always, which is the positive and negative value. Now, let's try to solve. So, we will put 3 on the other side. So, x equals negative 3 plus or minus 3. So, x equals negative 3 minus 3. That is negative 6. X equals negative 3 plus 3. Dahil plus or minus yan, dalawang equation tayo. Isang minus, isang plus. Okay? So, negative 3 plus 3, 0. So, it means our values of x are negative 6 and 0. So, it means, yung value ni negative 6 at yung 0, kapag sinubstitute mo siya sa value ng x, magiging 0 ang equation. Okay ba? Next example, ang given naman natin is x squared minus 2, 8 minus 8 is equal to 0. Ito, iba naman siya sa una nating example dahil meron tayo constant term. So, anong una natin gagawin? Ang una natin gagawin is ilipat yung constant term on the other side of the equation. So, x squared minus 2x equals, put negative 8 on the other side. So, dahil minus yan, magiging positive. So, x squared minus 2x equals 8. Next, doon na natin gagawin ngayon yung process of completing the square. So, ang gagawin natin again, i-divide natin si 2 by 2, then raise to the second power. So, x squared minus 2x. So, negative 2 divided by 2, that is negative 1. Negative 1 raised to the second power, that is positive 1, equals 8. So, again, kung anong inad natin sa left side of the equation, i-add din natin sa kabila. So, plus 1. Dahil plus 1 tayo sa left, plus 1 din tayo sa right. So, ito, pwede na natin i-factor by factoring perfect square trinomial. Square root of x squared, that is x. Square root of 1, that is 1. Ang operation natin sa gitna ay negative, so minus. Then raise to the second power. Then 8 plus 1, that is 9. Then after that, process tayo ng extracting the square root. So, square root. Ayan. So, cancel na yung square root ay yung squared ng x minus 1. So, x minus 1 equals square root of 9. Still, positive and negative 3. Then, we will put negative 1 on the other side of the equation. X equals 1. Kasi negative yan, so pag nilipat sa kabila, magiging positive. Plus or minus 3. So, now, dalawa yan. X is equal to 1 plus 3. X equals 1 minus 3. So, 1 plus 3, that is 4. 1 minus 3, that is negative 2. So, it means our values of x are negative 2 and 4. Diba? Ganun lang naman kadali. Sa lahat ng equation na ituturo ko on solving quadratic equation, ito yung pinakamahaba. Pero ito yung mas sure kasi una, hindi mo na kailangan mag-isip ng factor. Second, susunod ka lang sa process of the equation, pero meron pa talagang mas madali dyan. Abangan yan sa susunod na ating lab. Next example, this time naman, ang given natin is 3x squared minus 12x minus 42 equals 0. So, itong example na to is different from previous example kasi, take a look, this time yung coefficient ng x squared natin ay 3, hindi 1. So, ano dapat natin gawin? Ganito yan. So, una, ganun pa rin, ililipat natin si negative 42 on the other side. So, 3x squared minus 12x equals 42. So, sa process of completing the square, hindi pwedeng may katabing coefficient si x squared. Dapat 1 lang. So, it means, i-divide natin yung whole equation by 3. So, it means, divided by 3, divided by 3, divided by 3. So, that will be x squared minus 4x. Then, 42 divided by 3, that is 14. Okay? So, now, wala nang katabi yung x squared natin. So, we can now use the process of completing the square. So, x squared minus 4x. So, gagawin, divided by 2, negative 4 divided by 2, that is negative 2. Then, raise to the second power, that is plus 4. So, plus 4 tayo dito sa left side. Plus 4 din tayo sa right side. Okay ba? So, next step, i-factor na natin yung given. Yung x squared minus 4x plus 4. So, that will be x. Then, 2. Ang nasa gitna ay negative. So, negative. So, x minus 2 squared equals 14 plus 4. That is 18. Then, after that, square root natin. So, cancel na yung square ng x minus 2. So, x minus 2 equals, may square root ba si 18? Wala. So, that will be positive or negative square root of 18. Si square root of 18, meron pa yung simplest form. Pero hindi ko muna siya ipapart since hindi pa natin alam kung paano siya gawin. Okay? Then, after that, iput natin sa negative 2 on the other side. So, x is equal to 2 plus or minus square root of 18. So, since hindi mo pwede pagsamahin si 2 at si square root of 18 dahil nasa loob si square root, yan ang ating final answer. So, it means our values of x are 2 plus or minus square root of 18. Dalawa yan, class, kasi meron tayong plus or minus. Kapag naka-plus or minus yan, it is also considered as 2 plus square root of 18 and 2 minus square root of 18. Kaya dalawang solution yan. Okay ba? Next example, this time naman ang given natin is x squared minus 5x minus 24 is equal to 0. So, same process ulit tayo. We will put negative 24 on the other side of equation. So, that will be x squared minus 5x equals 24. Now, ito yung kaibahan yan. Si negative 5x hindi yan even. So, kapag nag-divide tayo ng 2, hindi siya madidivide siya ng whole number. Kasi, magiging negative 5 over 2 yan. So, anong gagawin natin? So, ganito yan. Isusulat muna natin, no? Para di tayo malito. So, ang middle term natin is negative 5. So, divide natin by 2. So, magiging negative 5 over 2. Then, after that, we will raise it to the second power. So, kapag nag-raise tayo to the second power, ang gagawin lang natin is numerator to numerator, denominator to denominator. So, negative 5 squared, that is 25. So, 2 squared, that is 4. So, it means, mag-a-add tayo ng 25 over 4 on both side of the equation. Okay ba? So, nalaman na natin kung anong i-add natin. So, that is x squared minus 5x. So, again, review lang 5 divided by 2. Then, raise to the second power, that is 25 over 4. So, same deal here. So, 24 plus 25 over 4. Okay? So, next, balik na tayo sa process of factoring. So, square root of x squared, that is x. Square root of 25 over 4. Square root of 25 by 5. Square root of 4 ay 2. So, 5 over 2. Dahil minus yan, copy tayo. So, x minus 5 halves raised to the second power. Now, i-add natin si 24 plus 25 over 4. So, this time, i-add natin si 24 plus 25 over 4. Kung nahihirapan sa fraction, pwede gumamit ng calcu. Pero, ganito lang yan. Pag whole number ang i-add natin sa fraction, ganito. So, ganito lang yan. I-multiply yung denominator sa whole number, then add sa numerator. So, 4 times 24, that is 96, plus 25, that is 121 over 4. Okay? Then after that, square root. So, cancel lang square ni x minus 5 halves. So, it's equivalent to x minus 5 halves equals square root ni 121, that is 11. Square root ni 4, that is 2. Then, plus or minus. Then, iput natin si negative 5 halves on the other side. So, x equals 5 halves plus or minus 11 over 2. So, dalawang solution natin. So, x equals 5 halves plus 11 over 2. Then, x equals 5 halves minus 11 over 2. Add natin. So, that is equivalent to 16 over 2 or equivalent siya sa 8. 5 minus 11. Ayusin lang natin yung sulat. Medyo pangit. So, this is 8. Then, x equals 5 minus 11. That is negative 6 over 2. Negative 3. Ayan. So, kaya siya ayaw ng maraming student kasi minsan, ang nagiging labas niyan ay fraction. Kaya minsan kinakaayawan yan. Pero kapag maintindihan kung paano yung process ng fraction, mas madali siyang process kaysa sa factoring. Kasi sa factoring, magta-trial and error ka. Pero sa completing the square, susundin mo lang yung process ng solving of quadratic equation. So it means, our values of x are negative 3 and 8. Okay ba? So, ayan. Naturo ko na sa inyo yung solving of quadratic equation using the process of completing the square. So, this time, kayo naman ang susubok nito. Again, para hindi tayo malito, sundan natin yung mga example, sundan natin kung paano yung ginagawa ni Tito Jello para hindi tayo mahirapan sa tunay na process. Huwag tayong gagawa ng sariling process para hindi tayo magkamali. Ano bang hinihintay natin? Simulan na natin ang exercises. At dito ko natatapos ang aking video about solving quadratic equation using the process of completing the square. So kung meron kayong natutunan, i-like natin ang ating mga video. Kung meron kayong tanong, i-comment natin yan sa ating comment section at sasagutin natin yan agad-agad. So kung gusto mo malaman ang ibang iyong natutunan, i-share natin yan. At higit sa lahat, para di ka malate, hit the subscription button and ring the notification bell para lagi kang updated sa lahat ng mathematics tutorial videos ko at sa mga GNT covers at sa mga live stream na magaganap. Abangan din natin ang live stream ni Tito Jello, which is assignment mo, sagutin natin yan. Assignment mo, sagutin natin yan every weekdays 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. pagdating ng simula ng mga klase. So, kita-kits tayo dyan. So, ito po si Tito Jello ang nagsasabing ang math. Hindi madali. Hindi. Pero masaya itong matutunan. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.